Hello students, today we are going to learn a new chapter, Reproduction in Animals. You have already learned in class 7, Reproduction in Plants. A continuation of that is there in class 8, that is Reproduction in Animals. To reduce your syllabus load, the Reproduction in Plants and Animals are separated to study in two different classes. That is why in class 7 you have learned reproduction in plants, and here you are going to learn reproduction in animals. The same thing. What is reproduction? What is reproduction? All of you know, reproduction is the ability of a living organism to produce young ones similar to themselves. So reproduction is the ability of the living organisms to produce young ones similar to themselves. Same kind of young ones. Through reproduction, the organisms produce their own kind. That means, for example, an elephant reproduces. If an elephant reproduces, the baby looks like an elephant, exactly like an elephant, like its parents. If a human being reproduces, its baby look like a human being, its parents. So the babies, the young ones, are similar to their parents. So that is reproduction. It is the ability of the living organisms to produce young ones similar to themselves. We cannot hear anywhere you have heard an elephant give birth to an ant or a fox. No, it is not usual. It is in stories only. In reality, the animals reproduce, or the plants reproduce, or the human being reproduce. Whenever they reproduce their own kind. It is the most important characteristics of one of the most important characteristics of life. All living things reproduce, all plants, all animals, or microorganisms, because living organisms exist because of this reproduction. They exist, they continue their race because of this reproduction. Otherwise they come to an end. Their race come to an end. Their species come to an end. They will be extincted. So reproduction is important in this sense. Otherwise, like other life activities like nutrition, respiration, excretion, they are very important for maintaining life. Reproduction is not necessary for maintaining life for an organism. It is not necessary for an organism to maintain life. Without reproduction, one can be alive. Without reproduction, one can be live in this earth. One can live. One can be alive. But reproduction helps them to continue their species or continue their race. That is the importance of reproduction. So last year, if you remember, you study about the plants reproduction. Mainly plants also reproduce in two methods. The same way animals also reproduce in two ways. That may be asexual reproduction or it is sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. These are the two types of reproduction in plants and animals. So here we are going to learn specially about animals. Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction are two types of reproduction. Now we are going to learn them detailedly. The types of reproduction you can see here. Asexual reproduction, in the screen you can see it is explained here, or it is defined here, or it is differentiated in this slide. The production of young ones by a single parent without the formation and fusion of gametes. So in asexual reproduction, asexual word means asexual, no involvement of sex, no sex organs are involved, no sex cells are involved, in asexual reproduction. If no sex organs or no sex cells are involved, it is called asexual reproduction. And one more condition, single parent is involved. No sex organs, single parent, and also no formation of gametes. If there is no sex organs, then no formation of gametes. Gametes are not formed. Gametes are sex cells. Gametes are cells meant for sexual reproduction. So, naturally, if they are meant for sexual reproduction, then there is no formation of gametes in asexual reproduction. In this way, you have to remember this. Gametes are sex cells or germ cells which are produced during sexual reproduction. So, in asexual reproduction, there will be no formation of gamete, no fusion of gamete. So, without the formation and fusion of gamete, sexual reproduction takes place. Asexual reproduction takes place. Without the formation and fusion of gamete, asexual reproduction takes place. So, both are the production of younger ones. If it is sexual reproduction, it is the production of younger ones. What is the difference? In asexual reproduction, there is a single parent involved without the formation and fusion of gametes. In sexual reproduction, two parents are involved, just opposite to asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves two parents, which involves the formation and fusion of gametes, because sexual reproduction is the way in which the sex cells, the germ cells or the gametes are formed. They are formed and they are fused to form the young. So, in asexual reproduction naturally or generally take place in primitive organisms or mostly in unicellular organisms which have a simple body design. If it is not unicellular, in multicellular organisms also asexual reproduction takes place. They are very simple methods. Organisms with a simple body design or very simple methods of reproduction are asexual reproduction. We are going to learn them detailedly. Examples of asexual reproduction, some are given there. Here in the slide you can see binary fission, multiple fission, budding, etc. are examples of. Here you can see binary fission, multiple fission and budding are the examples of some methods of asexual reproduction. Now we are going to learn detailedly all these methods of asexual reproduction in animals. So in the next class or in the next video we will learn detailedly about it. Till then,